Everybody, welcome back to this video. Let's talk about overcoming fear. Now, I'm not an expert in this domain. I went online and I collect a bunch of information, and I use a lot of them. I see a lot of them throughout my life experiences and overcoming fear and experience fear. It's something we live with, and we can't get rid of. Trying to get rid of it is basically is not gonna be successful. And what we can do, we can live with it and manage it and make good use of it, and so we can overcome it properly. So now, as I said, I bring a bunch of good and useful information and how we can really overcome them. So basically, I will read it over here, not too long, and they have like some the causes and solutions over them. So yeah, you may wanna listen, or I may put the description below, and you can read it yourself and take some note. Again, note is extremely important to take, because when you take a note, you write it down or you write it on your phone. It's good because you do some proof of work. This will tell your brain that you did some work, and that is something that you really are concerned about, and you really wanna fix, or you really wanna work on, right? Let's say not fix, but you really wanna work on, you really wanna improve on. Then your mind will focus on doing so. Right? Do some proof of work and write it down. And I hope this really help you. First, the causes. Usually it's uncertainty, right? You're not sure what's gonna happen. What if you do this? What's gonna be the outcome, right? So uncertainty really very good because of fear. I would say there's a fear of death, right? You always like no, we all know we're gonna die, but if we know, so somebody say this, do this, and we will die, and this can kill us, then this will make us extremely fearful, right? But when you know, like, you will eventually die, that really remove that some fear. Like, it's one way to approach this. And let's focus on the causes. The comfort zone, right? A lot of you want to stay in that comfort zone. Risk of failure, feel less intelligent, death potential. I just talked about. Can lose money, get hurt. Speaking in public can make you extremely fearful, especially if you never practice this, right? If oh, sorry, if you never speak in public before, and that's not something you practice, right? This will really make you fearful, and it can be a very big struggle. Feeling too young, and right, so when you feel too young and you don't have money, you feel stupid and dumb, right? So those things will make you very fearful, because you really uncertain of what can somebody say about you, right? And all those things are all fear. They are all like chemicals come to your brain and make you feel this way. But the truth is, it's just illusions, right? They are just illusions, and those are not things you. Uh, those are things. I mean, you could work on, right? You could, let's say, uh, if you need experience, you go get experience, right? If you feel too young, it's not really does not really matter how old are you, right? It's about, like, can you uh, start, right? Can you start and then learn along the way, right? Too many people get stuck. They think they're too young, they're too young, they're too young, and they become like 50, 60, and they still think they're too young, right? So it's not about your age. It's about like, can you start how can you start now, right? Start now and learn from the journey. It's life is a journey. Life is an experience. Solutions. Share the fear with others, right? You got friends, you got a spouse, right? Share the fear with others, right? Share your ideas, and talk to others. And like, what you're experiencing, what makes you feel so guilty, what makes you feel so afraid to talk, and what makes you feel so afraid to go and do something, right? So talk to others about it, and uh, remove the causes, right? Like, I mean, we constantly in watching like mainstream media. Okay? Always like in the morning before you go to work, the first thing is uh, like you get some news like uh, so I would assume most of them right now are like just fake news propagandas. Hey, those are the causes, right? So first identify the cause, right? Just and remove the cause, right? You cut it off, and then once you cut it off, then you remove 50% of the fear, right? More than 50% because now what 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 is making you this way is not there anymore, right? It's like it's like if you don't wanna eat bad, first of all you don't buy them, right? You just cut the habit of buying it, right? If you don't have it in the house, you will not eat it, right? So you just buy what you want to eat, right? So if you cut it off, then it's not there anymore, right? So turn off the sources and identify the fear and act. Okay, that's a good one. You identify, you see what it is, and then you cut it off, or you act, you do something about it. You build confidence. Now, this is basically the same, like I was talking about the young. And you feel young, and you feel like, oh yeah, you're not worthy enough. You start building confidence. You start learning. You start, reading more. You start educating yourself, right? It's not gonna just happen just by sitting there and not doing anything, right? You go learn. There's so much useful information on YouTube and so many others. I know some of them are not that good, right? So you're gonna be careful. But at the same time, you compare different ideas. You use different sources, right? Listen to different people, right? So that's good too. I So build your confidence, yeah. So and try anyway. Try it anyway, right? Try. There's no nobody will kill you. Nobody like try, right? It doesn't matter. Just give it a try. Give it a try. So the most regret is by not trying it, right? By not trying it. So like I know, like for example, in my own life experience, I just wanna share this with you. Doesn't matter. So I really wanted to, from the past few months, I really wanted to start a business. So basically, I could help people in countries like El Salvador and other countries, uh, giving micro loan, you know, to based on Bitcoin to businesses on the street. Right? I'm really passionate about the people they are selling on the street. They are selling, and they just that's their life on the street, right? That's how they earn their living, and they just sell on the buses and they sell on the street. They sell, and I feel like, man, what if I could give those people a micro loan and they can buy some Bitcoin with it, and then they keep their money, and the business cash flow pay, the business cash flow can pay like let's say $1 or $2 a month for the micro loan, and the Bitcoin can be held on their account, on their wallet, right? And they can just watch the Bitcoin appreciate in value, right? Because the fiat is the fiat, it's gonna go to zero, but the Bitcoin is going up, right? Because right now, most of them basically they live in the basically they just live paycheck, like I don't say paycheck, but it's just like they live like it would say paycheck to paycheck. They basically they live hand to mouth, right? So basically whatever the profit they make, and they just eat it, and they just work, turn it again and again. There's nothing for them to save, right? Giving that, if they would have something and hold somewhere, and they could pay the interest, and one day they can pay like the full loan back, and then they have this Bitcoin hold somewhere, right? That can really be a very very great thing. I wanted to. This was the idea I had, and this, I know this story started to be too long, but it's just like something I wanted to do, right? But it was like it's not easy to start a micro business, a micro loan business. Like you're gonna have the tech, you're gonna have the technical, and you're gonna have the money, all those things, right? But I started to think about, oh man, I need the money. I need the, I don't, I don't know how to program. Like, I only know like a few basic. I know the beginning of C programming, right? I know the basic. I know all the basic of C programming, but I don't really know like JavaScript. I don't know like programming Bitcoin, all those things, Lightning. So this was like, man, like how am I gonna feel like in front of others, right? Like, I mean, there's the OGs and Bitcoin space and all those things. Like, what, who am I, right? I will start to think about all those things, right? Those are the fear, right? Those are the fear that limit you from doing what you want, right? But if you once you understand this, but when I realize is that, okay, if I feel like nobody is here to do it, and I am the one person who can do it at the moment, right? Why not doing it, right? Why not start anyway, right? Just start, do something. It doesn't have to be exactly what I want to do, but I can do like some of it, right? And I started go on the street and say, hey, give people like $2, $3 of Bitcoin, and just open a lightning channel and just say, hey, here's that moon wallet, and just get this the code, and it's your own code, and keep it and save it for 2 years, and then watch the price. If the price go up, and maybe you wanna, maybe you wanna buy some Bitcoin and keep it and save it for long term, right? So, and I just start doing that, and I do that for 1, 2, 3, and I feel like, wow, that's even better than just create that big business and make my name, and like, and so everybody know me, right? So like now nobody have to know what I'm doing, right? So it's just me and my vision, right? Nobody have to know. I mean, the people know me, right? See me. So that's the thing. It doesn't have to be. It can be like $2, $3. It's not. It doesn't have to be that meaningful. It has to, even like a very very small step is important along the way, right? So too many people think they have to start so big, but the thing is, overcome those fear, right? Just get started, and that's the most important thing. So let's keep going. Sorry guys, I my story with this story was a little bit too long, but it just, I feel like sharing it with you. And try anyway. Don't take yourself too seriously, right? Too many people take themselves too seriously. It's like, oh yeah, I have to be like that student. I have to be like from this university and learn this. I have to have this degree and all. This thing, I have to be better than this person. That you don't have to, right? It just be yourself. You can just be yourself. You don't have. Those are all those imposed rules from the society on you that does not really matter. It's like, just be yourself. Just follow what you will, like, follow what you like, what you want, right? It doesn't, I don't want to say really like what you like, but follow what you want to do, right? Just listen to yourself. Just wake up in the morning, turn off your phone, don't open this phone, okay? It's just don't open the phone. Just sit there in 5 minutes. I know most people can't do 5 minutes because all of them wake them up and they have to run and take a shower, and that, okay, just plan in just 5 minutes. Sit by yourself in the dark or in the light, or just sit by yourself and wait and listen to yourself, right? And then you will feel something, right? Yourself, your body will tell you what's going on. Your body will tell you. You just have to listen. Too many people, we don't have time to even to listen to ourselves, right? We get so enslaved by YouTube, social media, all those social media, like all those, I call them prison platforms. Okay, they are prison platforms, digital prison platform, that keep us away from ourselves, right? So, okay, not going too much there. Let's stick to that, and don't take yourself too seriously. Live your life through your own lens of truth. Okay, and this thing keep happening. Sorry, guys. And dance with your fear. Use it as a compass, and do the opposite of what it is asking you to do. Okay, so basically what it is like recognizing your fear is here. Okay, it's here to stay. It's you. It's in you. It's your brain. It's part of your life. Right? You can get rid of it. Right? But you can mitigate. You can understand yourself. You can try to understand it better, And the more you understand it, the more you can play with it, right? It's a game, right? You just have to play with it and then understand it. The more you do that, the more you practice this, and the better, the more accomplishment, right? The more you try, the more you do, the more you do, the more you start, like, you get started, right? uh, and then keep fear in the back seat and take the wheel, right? So that was like from the TED talk I was listening to. Again, those ideas, most of them, 90% of those ideas are not mine. So I just take them, like I said, from the internet, like multiple sources. So I connect the best ones I can see to my lens, and I bring them here. Okay, so those are not all mine, but those are just things I bring together. Okay, so and then I can also put the link below if you want to go watch the videos and all those things. But I just make a resume on all of them here. So yeah, keep the fear in the back seat, and then take the wheel. Okay. So yeah, too many time, like too many people listening to me, too many things on the radio and social media and all those things. Those are all fear. These are all propagandas. They want to make you feel that way. They want you to see what they want. Okay, so what you have to do, cut it off and then see through your own lens, right? So and then yes, and be aware of it and build your skills to deal with it, right? So I just talked about this. Resilience, build resilience, right? Resilience is basically being able to confront and things, and you wake up in the morning and like exercise, and do all those sort of things, right? You don't have money, how do you get money? Build those things, right? So apply for this job and all those things, right? Move forward, right? Move forward. Do not skip the fear. It will get bigger, right? So never think that just by skipping it, just by not thinking about it, and then you think, okay, yeah, let's just ignore that. Well, no, you just have to get to come to it, and then see what it is, right? And then understand it, and then start to do all those things to mitigate it, right? To try to go to the causes, and try to go come with solution, right? Don't try to avoid it. Um, turn fear into something beautiful, right? You can turn fear into something beautiful, and by putting something good on it, right? If you right, so embrace your fear and add new memory into it, right? So that's what I want to say. Add new memory into it and face it, right? So embrace it. I'm not saying just you think, okay, it's okay, I'm not saying you think that it's sorry, okay, I take this, I take this back. What I'm saying is basically embracing your fear is by understanding, is by thinking, okay, it's normal to feel this way, but what you have to do basically is to find a way to do what you want to do, right? Don't let your fear drive you, right? That's what I wanted to say. So don't let it drive you. It's not like the driver of your life. You are the driver, right? The fear, who want to make you fearful, is not the driver, right? It's like, imagine you are in the dark. You're like, it's just a dark, right? Like you turn on the light, there's nothing there, right? So nobody gonna come and kill you. There's no devil. There's nothing. It's just dark. Okay. So you turn on the light. It's just you. Okay. So yeah. These are seven useful trick, and I find another in another video. I'll put the link below. And gratitude, be grateful of what you have, right? Of what you already accomplished, right? So look back of what you already did and all those things you overcome before, right? So you can overcome this fear. You can overcome this, right? It's not that difficult, right? So be grateful, right? So it will be hard to be fearful if you're grateful on your choices, right? You take your choices, take your own responsibilities, right? So on your perception of reality, it's the same thing as look, see life in through your own lens, and and expect the best outcome, right? Always expect the best, right? So many since you always get what you expect, right? Too many videos now, too many people. It's like about fear. It's about, yeah. It's about like doom and gloom and all this. Oh, this is gonna happen. This gonna happen. You're gonna lose this. You're gonna everything gonna go to zero. The world gonna end. All those things. Like, why is somebody? Yeah, why are so many people become this way? Like, why? It's like the end of the world. Imagine you're listening to those things every day. Imagine how much, what this can do to your brain. Right? Imagine that. I'm not saying you have to be prepared, right? If you want to get prepared, just be prepared, right? But if you just commit your life only to this, that's not good, right? You have to learn what the consequences, what can we learn about the future. That's good, but it's like you cannot make this the only purpose in your life, right? You have to move on. You have to do things, like that can, even if you know something bad can happen, at least do something about it, right? At least do so. At least act. And the more you're acting, the less fearful you become, right? And you cannot make those things the only reason to live, right? So yeah, on your choices, and yeah, expect the best outcome. Be the master of faith, of your own faith, right? So be the master. Don't let somebody else be your master, because if you have a leader, then this leader gonna fuck you up. It's gonna fuck your life up, right? So you wanna be the own leader, right? The own leader in your own, in your way, your own way. Okay, so be the captain of your soul. That's what it basically meant. Again, not my ideas. Those are really, really powerful ideas. I feel like sharing with you guys, because you are my community, my family, and I have to make sure that you don't get fall into this, trap, right? So, and get it started, right? Do something, right? Don't keep procrastinating. It's all about getting it, the getting started, right? Yeah, let's say you want to start a garden, and you always look in your backyard. Yeah, you see all those things. No, get it started. Just one thing. Just do one step, and then how it feel, right? Just take the shovel, one step, and then once you do that, and then you see all the other things. All the other things will follow. Yeah, you will find help. Nature will will collaborate with you. Nature will come help you. Don't forget, we are part of nature, right? We are part of it. Go out there and breathe, and just become part of it. Then you will see even your mind, depression, and all those things will go away, because you become part of nature. Exercise and all those things. Those are the things. And again, I'll leave you with this. Fear robs of experiences. Life is all experiences. It's all about experiences. If fear robs us of our experiences, then fear robs us of our life. You see? So don't let this happen. So anyway, I'm gonna leave it with this. I hope you guys enjoy. I will see you again. If you like, subscribe, and share this video. I know this is out of topic. And this is not really what I always focus on this channel, but I really wanted to share this with you guys. I hope you enjoy, and may let me know what I did wrong or what I said wrong, and if you need more information, let me know. I can put them below. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you again.